Hello and welcome to CBFU, Comic Book Fans United from the shop on the Nerdo Network. We are recording live-ish at Manifest Comics in sunny-ish Bayonne, New Jersey. As always, we have 4 of this week's hottest new books to review for you, and let's just get it started. Okay. Isaac.
But this, you didn't say the date, so they don't know what the date is.
Oh, but it states in like the headline thing.
Oh, it is?
It's going to be the 21st this week.
21st.
I apologize. I'm with the Plisky Brothers.
That's right, it's the first day of summer.
Yeah, happy summer.
Happy summer solstice.
But yeah, we're the Plisky Brothers. I'm Sam.
I'm Isaac.
And he's going to start us off.
Okay, I'm going to start off with from Marvel this week. This is Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man by Chip Zdarsky and Adam Kubert on art.
I think it's Zdarsky. I don't know where you get Zdur from DA.
I don't know.
It's just letters, but continue. It's all right.
This is good. Adam Kubert's art is better in some places than others. Some of it's a little rushed, I think. But this is a fun Spider-Man book. It's heavy on the comedy, very heavy on the comedy. And for those, I'm personally a little tired. I'm a little tired of Dan Slott's Spider-Man. I think he maybe overstayed his welcome a little bit, and maybe he could go somewhere else and do some other books. But this is a nice, fresh take on Spider-Man. It's definitely more fun and set in the Marvel universe of New York City as opposed to the Amazing Spider-Man. That's been sort of like, oh, I'm a big businessman and going all around town. Also, the last page of the main story has a character return to it that I thought they were never, ever going to bring back in any of the Spider-Man books. I was positive we would never see this character again, but here she is.
Yeah. No, I liked it a lot. I agree. I think I like Dan Slott. I like some of his stories. I think he starts a lot of stories off very strong. And he just doesn't quite stick the landing so much. And I'm a little tired of businessman Peter Parker. It's just, it's not doing it for me. It was cool at first. I was hoping that maybe that would go away after Secret Wars. But it just hasn't. And it's got more, actually. It became more. It became bigger. The Parker Industries grew and grew.
I sort of thought it would go away after, like,
Clone Conspiracy,
and then it's still here.
I feel like it's going to, but I mean, I'm just not, I'm tired. I'm a little run down from it. I think this is a good, fresh take. I think Chip Zdarsky does an excellent job. I think Adam Kubert's art is rushed in places, but I think it's forgivable. I think it's it feels like quick. It feels quick pace. It's like there's guest stars from across the Marvel Universe. And I just think it's a fun Spider-Man story, which we haven't really gotten in a while.
And this is a cool new character.
He's funny, yeah.
She's an interesting, love interest.
Yeah.
But she sort of meets, Spider-Man and not Peter.
Yeah.
So it's like, where do you go from there?
But I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. I like this. I liked his interactions with the Human Torch.
Yeah. And
I'm interested in seeing where they go with that character at the very end.
Yeah, no, that's very cool. Yeah. I didn't expect to see that.
There's also a backup story with art by Goran Parlov. And that was pretty good too.
Yeah.
That was good. Very different style, but interesting setup. Yeah. I would give it a 7 out of 10 Lugos. I enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend it to fans of Spider-Man. Yeah. And who might be tired of Dan Slott or just enjoy a funny Spider-Man book.
Yeah, I agree. My first book is WMD, Weapons of Mutant Destruction. This is the start of a crossover between Weapon X and Totally Awesome Hulk, which is Greg Pak's 2 books at Marvel. And it wasn't probably my least favorite of the week, but I still enjoyed it. The art wasn't my favorite either. It's probably my least favorite art of the week too, by Asrar. What's his name?
Mahmoud
Asrar. I think it's that. But yeah, it's I mean, Weapon X has been okay. I guess it's not been great. It hasn't been as good as X-Force was under Remender.
Not even close.
It's still better than the second X-Force runs. After Remender's run.
But those were awful.
Yeah,
those
but I mean,
really, really
I like seeing the characters together. I wish it was a little bit better. And this kind of just continues that story. It's the story that Weapon X started with, where this new Weapon X is kind of creating these robot killer soldiers, and now they're tying in Greg Pak's Amadeus Cho Hulk into it, which is which also I got tired of that book, so I haven't read that in a long time. But so it's okay. If you like those books, you'll like this book. It continues that story. If you don't like those books, you're probably not going to even pick this up in the first place, so why bother? What do you think?
I don't like Weapon X. I like Greg Pak as a writer. I think he's done some really good stuff. I loved his original Hulk stuff, his Planet of the Hulks, World War Hulks. I liked his the start of his Superman run a lot. I've liked a lot of his books. For some reason, Weapon X, I find the dialogue just really, really bad.
It's a little out of
character. Just corny, out of character. Yeah. And he is better than this. He is better than this Weapon X book and this book. He should be he's better than this.
He's better than this.
Yeah. I just don't like it. I don't like. I haven't.
His John Wick book might be better.
I hope so. I haven't been enjoying Weapon X,
Yeah.
and this is just. It's a continuation of Weapon X, so
Yeah.
I didn't really like it.
So it's not for Isaac, like
No.
you say.
No.
I have been enjoying Weapon X a little bit more, so I enjoyed it a little
Yeah.
bit more. I would say that it totally depends on how you're feeling
Yeah.
about those books. It's not a good jumping on point. You know, this is like a book for people who are reading the
Yeah.
books. But
Definitely
if you've
for
been enjoying
reading.
it,
Definitely for reading Weapon
you have
X.
to.
Yeah.
You have to read it if you're reading Weapon X. So as somebody who enjoys Weapon X a little bit better than you, I would give it 6 out of 10 Lugos. You would give it probably less than that, but we disagree on that. So.
Okay. Next book. This was my favorite book of the week. This
great.
is Batman number 25 by Tom King and what's the artist's name?
I forget.
Mikel Jenin.
Yeah, that's right.
Mikel Jenin. And first of all, let me just comment on the art. There are 2 double-page spreads in this book that are just beautiful. And that not to take anything away from the rest of the book, because the rest of the art is really, really good too. I have been really enjoying Tom King's Batman. Tom King has done a really great job. I mean, he's done a lot of really good stuff. Vision, Sheriff of Babylon, just like
Nightwing. Grayson.
Well, yeah, we co-wrote Grayson. So I've really been enjoying Tom King's work, and this is no different. This is a very strong start. I think you could easily jump on this issue without having read the rest of his Batman run, because most of this takes place in like the year after the 0 year of Scott Snyder's run, and it's just really cool. He writes a really good Riddler and a really good Joker, and it's just a really good book. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's probably, I mean, I've enjoyed Batman since Rebirth started, but it's probably my favorite issue so far. I mean, just the art alone is just, it's kicked it up a notch. His writing's great. He gets the characters. And it's interesting, like he had, like, you know, he dealt with Bane, he dealt with like Gotham and Gotham Girl and all that. But it's interesting to see him take on like 2 of the biggest Batman rogues at this point in their career as well, because it's early on in their career. And it's interesting the way what their dilemma is right now.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool. I thought it was great.
Yeah, no,
Great
I
book.
really like. I would give it. Yeah, I think you could read this.
Yeah.
It's a great jumping on point. It's just really good.
Yeah,
I can't
great.
wait to see where he goes with it. I would give it 10 out of 10 logos.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed
absolutely.
it.
I agree. Final book of the week is an Image number. Is it Image?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Image. Image number 1 by Gail Simone. It's called Crosswind. It is it's like a Freaky Friday between an assassin and a housewife. Mm-hmm. And Gail Simone is a really good writer, especially her independent stuff. I think I enjoy her independent stuff more than her, mainstream.
I mean,
books.
she's had some really good.
Yeah, but
stuff
I'm
too.
just saying I enjoy her.
Her Secret Six was really good.
That's true. That's true. But I enjoy. So all I'm saying is I enjoy hearing these stuff, and this was really good. I think Batman just edges it out a little bit, but it was really good. I thought it's an interesting, different take on the switching lives kind of situation.
It's a cool premise.
Yeah, and the characters are interesting. They both have reasons, like, you know, for not really wanting to be in their lives, but it's good. The art, I think, is good. It's a little bit weird in places, like the placement of the characters seems a little odd, but the art is by Staggs, Cat Staggs, and it's good. I think the dialogue is good. I think the art is good. I just like it. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I thought the art in places. I thought he does good faces, but some of like the backgrounds are a little. I don't know. It's not my favorite like art, but it's not terrible.
Yeah.
It seems very much like a
Photo real.
Yeah, photo real. Like someone who like took like
I don't know.
not quite
Like actors.
Yeah, not quite
I can
like
see that.
not quite
Almost,
like
yeah.
Greg Land,
No,
but similar.
yeah.
Almost, you know what it's a cross of?
What?
Looking at that now,
Yeah.
it's like almost a cross of Greg Land and Terry Dodson.
Yeah, a little bit.
But it's not. It's not
I can
bad.
see it
art.
being like
it's
not
not bad.
like actors, like famous actors, but I can see it being like actual actors that she hired to act these things out, and she just drew them out. But anyway, I liked it a lot. I think it's a cool story. I think it's probably one of the best Image number 1s I've read in a while. For me, I think some of the other ones more recently have been a little bit lacking, but this was good. And all the books this week, with the exception of maybe Weapons of Immune Destruction, are very thick.
Yeah,
They're very
well, they're also like $4.
Yeah, but I mean, most books are. But I mean, they're worth your money. I think.
Yeah,
You get
absolutely.
what you pay for, which is really good. A little more than what you pay for. And I'm interested in all these. I like this a lot. Like I said, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, no, it was really good.
8 out of 10 Lugos.
Interesting, like I said, interesting premise.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see where it goes. I mean, we didn't even mention the premise.
I didn't mention the premise at the beginning.
No, you did.
An
You said it was a
assassin-
Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday between an assassin and a
Did you say
housewife.
the
That is the entire premise. There's literally nothing more to the premise than that.
I don't listen.
That's it. That's fine.
I haven't listened.
That's
to
fine.
you.
I'm just saying. That
is the premise.
Yeah.
and it's a good one.
Yeah. So read it.
Yeah.
I would pick it. I would definitely pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one thing. I mean, this woman's life.
Yeah. Oh, the people
It's
treat her
awful.
really shitty.
It's awful.
They're like almost too shitty.
There's no reason for her to stay there.
Yeah.
In like any reason. I mean, she's got a
But I think-
stepson that
yeah.
treats her shitty. The husband treats her shitty.
Yeah.
The next door neighbors are shitty.
Yeah,
I mean,
everybody's shitty.
I don't think
Right.
there's anyone in this
Which
book
is
who
good.
doesn't treat her shitty.
But I mean, it's gonna. You can just feel like the payoff when an assassin's in her body dealing with them. They're gonna get what's coming to them, which I'm looking for.
we might get to the point where he wants to change back, but she's not.
It's possible. Yeah.
Yeah. And also really cool was
But it's
that,
gonna fix her life, I think.
that old homeless guy.
Yeah,
That
the
was
one
really
that
cool.
the one that
That was
Freaky
really
Fridays.
cool.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was cool.
Alright.
So I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too. Yeah. So that's it from
Yeah.
CBFU from the shop for this week, the week of June 21st, and yeah, buy some comics. As I said at the beginning of the episode, we are part of the Nerdo Network online. It's nerdopotamus.net. We are part of a larger group of podcasts, and there all manners of geek culture are represented in these podcasts. I had to write it down because I'm not smart. Alchemist is Jenna Kildosher and Lisa Zielinski talking about all things pop culture and geeky, from TV, movies, games, comics, even food. They
Bit
talk about-
Boys is play games while Sammy beatboxes, Mario, Mega Man, and Shovel Knight.
are just some of the games that they play, and they just, they're funny guys over digital games.
I just want to prove I can read too.
You can read too. I mean, I'm not smart, but I can read. Hello Creeps is a bunch of creeps, like they're creeps. They're terrible people.
Yeah, no.
And they discuss like spooky things in the world, kind of like weird New Jersey, like urban legend type things,
But
stories that
drunken.
happen to people they know. I don't know if they drink too much
No?
during that one. They don't. But the good stories, from what I've seen, I'm kind of behind, but they do tell cool stories.
Shutterbugs. Two Canadian ladies get lit.
Two Canadian liddies.
Ladies get lit. I
Can't read.
just
Can't
proved
read.
myself wrong. Two Canadian ladies get lit and then watch horror movies and are funny.
They're funny girls. I just listened to the first episode today, and they're really good. Let's Get Drunk and Talk Comics. A couple people who think the South won the Civil War. They get together and they drink, and they talk about comics and comics type things.
Miserable retail. Miserable
can't read.
retail slave.
You can't read.
Just talking about life and shit.
And Pizza and Pop podcast. I can't read either. They eat while they talk about music and pop culture type things. So yeah, a bunch of good geeky things. And also, we film at the same studio where Geek 101 podcast films records. So you can check them out. What's the website for you guys? It's just geek101.com?
Yeah.
Geek101.com. So simple. So simple.
Also-
Even Isaac could get it.
I got it. It's in my head. Also, since we're pimping stuff out, also check out narrowbridgefilms.com
Yeah.
for all your movie needs.
Yep, there are some great
And
movies.
also, they're on Instagram at narrowbridgefilms.
And you know what? While we're
Podcast.com.
What's up?
Podcast.com.
Oh, it's geek101podcast.com.
Oh,
Still
There
so
you go.
simple.
It's still simple. But yeah, and finally, just one of our buddies, Chris Cha Topher, he's going through some shit right now. His dad is, fighting for life in Ecuador, of all places. And they are having a GoFundMe because so much, I'll put the link at the bottom of or in the description of the video.
The link is also on our Facebook page.
It's on the Facebook page and all that stuff. But just check it out, read the story, and just see if you can give anything. That would help a lot. He needs it. So yeah, that's it. Be good.